And what's up, everybody? This is None Defense, host of this YouTube channel, and of course the co-leader of the team, still unboomable. Wanted to just pull that up as a part of the intro there. There we are, and of course our real life leader is Miss Boom Bitch Angie. Say hello, Angie.
Hey, everybody.
Alright, and of course our other co-leaders are Mr. Bronsoon and Nick Hill, as well as our awesome officers. That it would be Mr. Titan is a good one, and Hillbilly, and nobody else. Okay, Hex is an officer too. I've kind of been leaving him out, and not intentionally, just keep forgetting to give him a shout out. He's more of like the court jester of our little kingdom. He's absolutely hilarious. And he attacks okay too. You know, he's actually pretty good. So this video is a part of the Booming Without Borders campaign, and of course I am today on. This is the final video where we're doing Mountain Dew. And we came over and we started an op, and I brought over Silence, and I brought over who else did I bring over? None Defense, me of course. But the other accounts that I had were just some of the lower accounts. Now I'll be honest, I was hoping to see a little more participation from the overall team, but that'll get sorted out in time. But the people who did participate, like they really participated. So the purpose of this video is we're just going to go through our final operation together. We enjoyed hanging out. Oh, and the other day, and I'd like to do this with all teams, all Booming Without Borders teams, is keep a couple of slots open for guests to pop in and, you know, just look around, see what's going on. And excuse me, see, there's that. So we had Vance and a couple other guys, don't recall off the top of my head, but Vance is the very in charge co-leader of this team, very involved. So he came over and just observed the whole process of how it went down. And I'm not gonna bore you with the details, but Vance seemed to really have a good time. So the operation that we did was Powder Keg, and remember, as you were going through, and I was in the notes that I was running as I was calling for warriors and stuff, ultimately remember it's objective based, but you need to accomplish specific goals. Now when we say send in a warrior, so, oh, well, you know, if I can do it with the, you know, this other thing, you know, then that's fine, and I agree with you, that is absolutely fine. But there's no doubt certain things that you have just that certain troop mixes that just improve your odds of accomplishing said goals. So, you know, there's a balance, and you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game. You know, but don't send heavy tank, don't send Tankadeer, not in operation, especially in the harder operations. Okay, so this was Deer Slayer. Now the notes were calling for warriors, but again, you gotta let your guys kind of work within the system. First off, Deer Slayer, one well-placed, scroll in, one well-placed artillery takes care of that problem. If this is your plan in this situation, then you need to be dropping 3 smoke on the beach. 1, 2, 3. Just covers all your bases. You need to be flaring here, kind of get your guys here, then do this little flare. But all in all, I mean, you kind of had an idea of what it was that you wanted to achieve, and you know, as the goal was to remove 1 rocket, well, you did that. But also remember, Deer Slayer, just to be fair, you're kind of a leader on the team, so this isn't exactly your kind of run, you know. This was kind of more reserved for like the other people to do. This was a kind of an easy run that a low level could have easily knocked out with just some low level warriors. And some shock. He could have taken out that rocket, and then that would have set you up brilliantly. You know what I'm saying? So manage your attacks. Definitely manage your attacks. Alrighty, yeah, if a low level warrior had run in and took out that rocket, then that would have set you up brilliantly. So find your moments, you know, but kind of work with the moments, manipulate the moments, make the moments. Boss, you got a shock here. You got a shock here. I actually know he left the team, and I don't know why. He didn't go to one of mine. He didn't. I've checked them all the ones that I'm affiliated with. I didn't check more Unboomable. Here, let's do that right now live, and we're gonna find it. But I don't promote more Unboomable, so I don't know how he would have found it. I don't even think it's in my autocorrect. More Unboomable. Temple. Is that right? Is it all one word? Is this them? Yep, it's not there. There's Slayer. Okay, nope, not here. Alrighty. So, anyway, so I don't know where Boss went. Sorry, I don't know why. I don't know why he left. Because he had a decent little attack, and he was chatting and participating, and after this after he went in on that attack, I sent in Grublet specifically to show him how he could have done better just by keeping these things locked down. So I just sent in a little low-level, pissant Grublet with 14 Zookas. Oh, I love Grublet so much, because every time I see Grublet in action, I just think, who is this idiot? So, anyway. So I showed him that, and then after that, if memory serves, I believe it was the win. That's correct. F-Dub went in and took the easy win. Very easy. I'm not going to be too critical. Thank you so much for participating. The note's called for all Zookas. You did it, and that tells me a lot. That also tells me that you won't mind the next bit that I say is, I don't know, maybe there's somebody else lower on you than on this team that can finish that same goal, and then that would have saved you for something a little bit, more suited for a man of your skill and talent, so to speak. Just something to consider. Alright, so Nicholas, he played the warrior game. Let's see. The goal was to remove these shock launchers and these shock launchers. Let's see how he did. Okay, got to get the smoke out there sooner. Alright, we're just going to back that up. And remember, I am not the warrior master. I can talk the principles all day long, and then sometimes you get live, and then it just kind of goes out the window. So, what are we doing? So, drop, 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 smoke, 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 smoke. Oh, and flare the shocker. So, drop, 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 flare, not the shocker, the machine gun. Smoke, 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 flare, smoke, smoke. Then I flare the shocker, smoke, and then shock, shock, shock. Right. So that's how I would have done it, and I did it later, and I did okay, but I definitely had a fail. I know Bartholomew didn't have such a great attack, but you kind of got the idea. You just missed this flamethrower. If you didn't miss this flamethrower, that would have worked out much better. So don't feel like I'm saying, see, you did terrible. I'm just acknowledging that you could have smoked better. Everyone who watches that will agree. Alright, this is Normandy. Normandy, I think this one went well. It was this one that went well, and then like the next one that didn't go so hot. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to flare this top machine gun right there. It's just a little shorter of a path. I know you got to save your gunboat and all that, but just you got to keep, by flaring short distances, particularly straight lines, then it keeps the warriors kind of all in a little grouping, and that's convenient. Prince Kappa went in. Now Prince Kappa tried. He played the warrior game, and he seems like he really cares. First thing I'm doing in this situation, go ahead and bomb this thing, man. Just get rid of that. And you got to flare to things. Like, where are they going? You're just kind of going everywhere. You're losing them everywhere. There's just not really any real plan here. You got to flare the target. You got to shock stuff. Like, you could have just bombed this thing and then been figuring out how to get back here. And in the end, this thing is still alive. Just, these are things. No, you got it there at the end. So good job. But still, see what I'm saying? Like, you could have just bombed it right out the start and then started figuring out your path to the rocket. So that was Prince Kappa on... Oh, we're just going from the top. I didn't mean to do that, but we're going to do that anyway. So, let's see. Prince Kappa from Borderline. Well, no, we started on Atlas. So let's just go ahead and start on Atlas. Savage Island. I'm kicking you. Like, I'm not an officer on this team, so I'm not kicking you. But if I was an officer on this team, on a team where I would kick, right now, you just got kicked. I'm not even going to show that. Kicked. If you don't know what he was doing wrong in the first 2.5 seconds of watching that video, then you might need to be kicked as well. But we'll discuss it. I'll teach you. Alrighty. Viper. If memory serves, I wanted to kind of kick you for this one. Let's see what he did. Yep. Yep. Definitely wanted to send, we need warriors in there, guys. Viper, I don't know how involved you are in long term. If you're assuming you're an R8 guy, don't waste your shock over here on this stuff, man. If you're going to eat my power cells, then you need to be bombing my targets. And my targets were these things that I'm trying to put warriors on, and I need bombs on them. Bombs. So there we go. So you're starting to bomb there. Appreciate it. But the thing no. I mean, it was alright, but man, imagine if somebody powerful with some good high-level gunboat had went in and eaten all those cells, and then they were bombing this stuff. Then this stuff is gone. Don't let low levels eat your power cells. And it's not that we don't like our low levels. On my team, everybody knows I love my low levels. I'll get rid of all my big guys in a heartbeat and just build up all low levels and be fine with that, because low levels who are trying will appreciate the minute details, and that's what makes it fun for me. So let's see. Alright, I just don't want to go out of order because I'm just going to get lost. I noticed going back and watching my own videos that I miss a lot of attacks, and I really don't mean to. I try really hard to make sure I get everybody in, but you see how long these videos are. It's hard. Okay, that was just terrible. I assume that was you went to, what am I trying to say? You gunboated the beach is what happened. You meant to drop troops, and you dropped what, 1, 2, 3, 4 smoke. That gets expensive. Flare here. Nope.
Never shock with warriors.
Never. Yeah. What's that, love?
Never shock when your warriors are moving. Always smoke.
Yeah. Never shock when your warriors are moving. Well said. You need to smoke. Smoke. Yeah, I mean, I know you wasted it all down here, but still, there was just a lot that went wrong there. But keep working on it. Keep working on it. So that was Captain C. Alright, Yacht, he's a really good dude. If he's not an officer, make him an officer. Like, he's going to be fine. He gets it. He's been one of the ones since I've shown up. He's been one of the main ones who, has been talking and communicating and working things out. So definitely find out what his deal is. But he's good. He's going to be fine. Just give him time. This guy, Key, like, I'm firing him just based on this troop mix. Warriors, bazookas, medics, riflemen.
Ouch.
Yeah, this is terrible. 2 force points, level 50.
What?
And he's going on cargo, or excuse me, yeah, the ribbon cable. Here, let me pause it. So Angie hasn't been a part of this, so I'm just going to let her, Angie, just talk us through what he needs to do, anybody needs to do in this situation.
Well, is this a training op, or is this a...
This is a hardcore op. We got to win this thing.
We got to win this?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I guess I would send someone to kill this, and then I would swing around up here and fight this.
Okay, ready? I happen to have watched this one.
Man, like, what's happening?
No, it gets better. We'll kick it, speed it up just slightly.
I mean, does he know there's a flamethrower there? I mean, you don't... Oh. Huh. I just don't understand why he's going left.
I mean, aside from the fact that the notes, clearly said, that we're working our way around, but...
He would have been kicked, like, the minute he dropped his first boat.
Right. That's just our honest opinion, guys. We aren't mean, but you asked for our honest opinion, and that's it. We're just watching that. It's like, what the... Okay.
Lake just finished Commodore. Yeah, that was unexpected.
On this video, I just want to celebrate. We on our team, we're working on Foxtrot, and one of our guys, Lake Shell, just had an outstanding attack and won a very difficult win. So we're gonna, a little shout out there. Thank you so much, Lake. I can't show it on this video because I'm on this team. Anyway, so that's Key. gotta fire him right then. You know, get him talking. See if he can be taught. Okay, now we kind of started getting into the act. Everybody knew what was going on. You know, Angie mentioned take this stuff out. Somebody actually did. I'll be honest, if I'm on Still Unboomable, I'm ignoring these because I'm really not that scared of them, as long as we smoke a little bit right down here and then flare out of there. But if you have an attack that can guarantee to get them out without it being wasting too much of a high level, then yeah, it certainly doesn't hurt. Definitely this one up front. But great job, Burst King. Love how you just worked around the edge there. Just started making it. I mean, you guys saw it. You saw what needed to happen. It was nothing fancy. You know, we called Warriors to remove this rocket to open up this whole landing. You know, now we're just sending guys back. Genius, I don't recall what you did. You were the guy that did this. Yeah, if you're gonna fight this stuff, then don't flare over here in this situation. Just go ahead and, like a little quick reflare. I mean, maybe a little bit of positioning. You know, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of odd. I'd have been happy just to continue the work, to do the sneak around there. Oh, well then that's it. Okay, so there were 29 attacks, and I waited for a while, for like a long time, and then I had to put all my attacks in back to back. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I put all mine back to back, and then so I'm not going to show those. Well, yeah, I will. Yes, I will. I hate how long these videos get sometimes. And then these are the guys. I just want them to be the star. You know, how do I do that without making me the star? All right. I'll just show you my warrior runs at least, since they, you know, for whether they're good ones or bad ones, at least they're a good lesson. So I'm dropping my troops. I'm flaring the machine gun. Smoke, smoke. See, not flaring straight to the shocker. Then I flare the shocker, smoke. And if memory serves, I'm going to go shock, 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 like shock, something like that. Shock, shock, shock. Okay, I'll take it. Beautiful. Didn't quite get this other shock launcher there. I wish I had. I thought I was going to get it, and that's why I committed some artillery and bombs there. All right, so that was Silver Cat. I'm just going to try. I'm trying to speed through this. Blueberry was just okay. All right, quick question. The quick story. Guess I have to show this. Angie, you're going to like this story.
Okay.
All right, so here's the base. Okay. So this was Blueberry. Why am I throwing? Oh, I was clearing some mines. Alright, pause. Anyway, so this was the base, and we called for Warriors to remove this rocket and this shock launcher. Okay?
Okay.
Rocket, shock launcher. So the team did their job, and they got it together and took care of it. So, and then what I was wanting to do was, you know, clear up this front. I mean, you see what we're going to do is just pound straight at it, correct? Mm-hmm. All right, so when I get to the next part, keep everything I just said in mind. So I'm going to just speed things along. So we go in, and this is just Blueberry. No gunboat statues at all. Just doing what Blueberry does. Just doing her best, working things up front, right?
Right.
And you're going to love this story because you're going to hate it.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. No, it's fine, it's fine. So in chat, and I forget who it was, and no offense to whoever I'm poking fun at, he then looked at that base. I meant to keep scouting it. But anyway, you saw how exposed it was, a bunch of machine guns. What did he say in chat? It was like something to the effect of, oh yeah, we should go ahead and just send some grenadiers.
Oh God.
Send grenadiers in and to open that up. And naturally, as soon as he said that, I just giggled, loaded up my shoe, and did this. So we're just going to just let you watch it. So that's the setup to the story. He thinks, oh, we got to send some high-level grenadiers in there. I'm like, oh, right. Any questions? Any questions?
When do the grenadiers come in?
Right. Where do we need these grenadiers? Like, why do we need these? Why are we? Again, it's funny. Just yeah, Angie hates grenadiers.
Hate them.
Hate them. There is only one person on our entire team that is our official grenade user, because we will only need grenades maybe once every 2 or 3 ops. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you don't need them, guys. You really just don't need them. Love them for player bases. They're fun, they're interesting, they're exciting. You don't really need grenadiers. Very rarely do we call for them. The Silence had an okay... No, it wasn't on Bart. Excuse me, it was on Silence that I had this fail. So let's go ahead and make fun of none defense. Finished bombing that shocker. I was just trying the same thing. You know, flare to the machine gun, shock, shock. Or excuse me, smoke, smoke. Do that. And I don't know what went wrong. It just, I didn't get this flamethrower there. So there you go. You know, I didn't account for the defenses properly. Didn't get them shocked. Cost me. So that's that. None defense went in, and since this is none defense, this is not a typical attack of that I would run. The reason that I chose to just run this is because I knew that Fuzzy was still out there, because he really wanted to get the win on this base, and he just wanted, all he was asking for was these to be removed. But since I had the attacks and it was the last base left, I just started, you know, having fun. And so what I did is this, then flared here. So I just got over here, just got a little extra free gunboat. Then I got over here, and I just let them spread out, you know, because ultimately I'm not trying to save the day here. I know what's happening. I'm just going to kind of soften things up, work this stuff, and Fuzzy is absolutely 100% confident that he is going to be able to go in and finish this. So, good job, Fuzzy. We're going to pull that up. Let's finish, see where it is left with none defense. So, just soften it up, you know, nothing fancy, nothing sexy. Wasn't trying to save the universe. Just soften up the front there. Spread them out, soften it up. Little baby Budgie went in, kind of helped clear things out. Good job. So that's one of their guys. Not sure what the... Okay, you just got fired from still unboomable, little baby buggy. Alright, we're going to just skip that then. And I'm Juck went. See how I'm Juck pulled things off. Okay, see, I'm Juck's alright. Like, he's my guy. Like, he's not scared to fight things. Let's get some bombs on that. Bomb on that. Bomb on that. I don't know if you bombed that, but good job. At least you were brave enough to just fight some stuff. Good job. And then Fuzzy went in, Scorcher Hookah, I believe. And I want to thank you so much, Fuzzy One, because you made it clear that you've been watching, like you've been checking in regularly, like paying attention. And that's the main thing. I keep talking about paying attention. And you were just waiting for your moment to strike. So, thank you, everyone. I want to thank everybody so much for letting me come over here to Mountain Dew. If you are a player that's looking to be a part of a team that's just getting ready to really start taking off, they are about to dial in their system, and it's not going to be exactly like my system, but it's going to be, they're going to take what they like, they're going to play with it, they're going to adjust it, but ultimately, as long as you have a good solid system that enough people can support and get behind, then you're in business, man, and business is booming. So, well, I want to thank everybody so much. If you're that kind of guy that's looking for that kind of team, please look up hashtag 20ULP9GG. They are Mountain Dew. Their leaders are Vance, Normandy, I'm Juck. He had a great attack. Burst King did okay. Steve-O's in there somewhere as the big leader. So, again, thank you so much for letting me come and hang out. As always, please remember that we are still unboomable. And as always, please...
be safe.
Thanks.